The assertion is true.
Yeah.
I told you that this I don't like it.
No, it's the truth. No, he's making me believe because based on your narration, we are talking to an issue that you come insulting my mom.
Okay.
I mean,
Who does that?
Shatta Wale doesn't quote and unquote respect them.
Yes.
That is why they want to sabotage him. For you. It means that the day Shatta Wale will make peace with them, that will be the end of you.
Welcome back to the show. This is Entertainment Guide on DGNT. My name is Prudent himself. I'm very excited about today's show because we have a lot to talk about. Yes, and my good friend and brother Roland Amati is back on the show, and we'll be talking about everything that he's been up to as well. Roland, welcome to the show. How are you doing?
Thank you, brother. I'm
Charlie.
good.
It feels good to have you.
Charlie, it feels good
Great.
to be here.
Long John the blogger. Welcome.
I'm doing.
Yeah. How are you?
I'm doing cool.
Yeah, Sisi, you're trending.
I beg you.
You're trending.
I beg you. By who?
I mean, DJ Slim responded to your challenge.
Does he have numbers to make me trend?
Ish.
I beg, relax. relax.
What are you talking about?
Relax.
DJ
He
Slim
said his mind, but I'm not trending.
Yeah.
I can tell you half of the people watching don't even know what's going on. He has no numbers. Have you checked the interview he did? That with the parts he spoke about me has 8K views. Go and check my TikTok, how many views I have. So he shouldn't, I'm not trending on this. Only numbers. I'm talking about it.
Actually, when you dared him that if truly he didn't leave Kumasi to come and build his brand around the Shatta movement and Shatta Wale's brand, he also threw it to you that you should tell Shatta Wale not to mention Sarkodie and Stonebwoy in the conversation. And he has millions of people who are listening to him and watching him.
Okay.
So his brand doesn't actually revolve around Shatta Wale.
He has millions of people. Let me start from your question. You see, his conversation about Shatta Wale is off. I wanted to make this point. You remember when YB was cutting me, I told him I didn't like it. You see, the reason being that if I'm making my point and I have something very parochial to add to it, and you keep cutting, it might go.
Yeah.
You understand? What YB wanted, I think he has gotten it. He always wants people he wants to work with to see him in a good light. And I think, I think now he's seen that, what's the name? Slim DJ has now given him his shout out.
Some credit.
And I am the evil one. So I'll address the issue as it's supposed to be. Now, on that day, what I was trying to, or the point I was trying to put out was, you don't criticize something and be a part of it. Slim DJ is going to be the wrong person to tell Shatta Wale to stop using certain words because he himself abuses it at every given opportunity.
Okay.
That was why I said, if he wants to prove to us that he's not using Shatta Wale to build his brand, he should stop talking about him.
Okay.
And two, him taking it upon himself to fight someone's fight is one of the most useless conversations I've ever heard someone say. Me, I don't fight people's fights. Unlike Shatta Wale's issue, this issue that came out, I addressed Slim. It was based on a discussion, a topic.
Yeah, about
I didn't come and pick him up.
content creators and issues.
I didn't come and pick him up and then address him.
Okay.
You understand? The people you are fighting for, first of all, how many of them are even proud of what you are doing? You are fighting someone over words he's using and you are using the same words against him.
Yeah.
How do you expect him? It's like me telling you stop smoking when you are smoking. You understand? And you see, one of the funniest conversation you should have as a matured person is actually to flaunt what you are or who you are. Bro, me, I'm nothing. I don't care who you are. I'm nothing. I don't care who you are. You understand? But the most important thing is the message we are trying to pass across.
Okay.
You Slim DJ, you want Shatta Wale to stop something. But in your video addressing me, you told me...
Hey. Why are you using
No, I'm being wrong as he is.
No.
You understand? No, yes, that was the word he used. And you are telling someone who uses
the platforms are different.
Yeah,
so.
Okay, fine, no problem. But for someone to use that,
insulted your mother. Actually.
Yes, and for someone to use,
please, we sincerely apologize for.
Listen, and for someone to use that, and even post it as matured as he is, shows his level of IQ. And you are having a conversation with me on a topic, you deviate from the topic and telling me, say, oh, your guy saying me, and you travel outside the country. How does that have to do with the insult you guys are peddling against each other? We are talking about grown-ups coming on social media to insult each other. You are telling Shatta to stop. And I'm also trying to point to you that if you want to make Shatta stop, first lead by example.
So you believe that even DJ Slim's utterances in his editorial
It is
very
off.
insulting?
It's off. The way and him telling us that his platform doesn't rotate around Shatta Wale. Has he ever, the names he mentioned, from the Jackie to the rest of the names that he mentioned, Black Sherif and the rest, has he ever insulted Black Sherif fans ever on his platform before? You remember the link I sent you about his conversation around Shatta Movement fans?
Yeah, he said
how do you say people with Shatta Wale logo don't have sense? I mean, how do you speak?
They cannot even have intellectual discussion.
Yes, how do you speak that way?
Yeah, I think
if you are reasonable or rational enough, would you be able to conclude in such manner?
All right.
You understand? And this is what I'm speaking to. I'm not speaking to you flying around the world, you doing whatever you've done, somebody has, where you think you are, somebody has done more than. That is why in this world you don't come out with everything you think you know. Yeah. You understand? We are speaking to an issue. Let's stick to the issue. Yeah. You want Shatta Wale, it's a good call if you want Shatta Wale to stop something. But don't leave the pack in your quest of trying to tell the person, stop it.
All right. Great. For me, I think the disrespect is the fact that he had to insult your mother, which I think is unacceptable. I don't think
it'd be very shocking.
I don't think we should condone that in our space.
Now he's making me even feel the assertion. It's like true.
He's making you
feel the assertion. It's true.
Yeah, I told you that this. I don't like.
No, it's the truth. No, he's making me believe because based on your narration, we are talking to an issue that you come insulting my mom.
Okay.
I mean,
who does that?
Yes, I mean,
Charlie. Surprisingly, this is about your man.
The way John hit up here, I don't understand.
No, I can't mom down this you. I called out 3 times this morning.
I don't understand.
I can't mom down, sir.
I don't know why he's flaming up this much. For me, this is no big deal.
Yeah.
This is no big deal for me. For Slim's assertion that people who are using the SM logo or SM stuff as their DP,
they cannot have an intellectual discussion.
Don't have sense and they cannot have intellectual discussion. Well, it will be very difficult for him to get such people to have intellectual discourse with.
Thank you very much.
Like for him, it will be very difficult. And my matter is very simple. You see, he is not coming with intellectual conversations.
Thank you.
If you come with intellectual conversations, of course, you will get intellectuals to have a discussion with you.
All right.
But if you come gutter to gutter, if you gutter people,
you got to gutter discussion.
Yeah, exactly. That is my own. You see, yes, he is talking about the fact. I also heard him say that, oh, he's never seen Shatta Wale had an interview and not mentioning
Stonebwoy,
Stonebwoy, and all of that. You see, it is as ridiculous as it sounds, and it is similar to Saliman saying that Shatta Wale doesn't know how to play line band.
Thank you.
Even when on the same platform, somebody was correcting her that, Charlie, the guy has even done it. Like, he's been doing it and has done it before. If not currently, he's done it.
Oh, we remember lockdown.
Relax. Not even lockdown. He's performed on so many occasions that
the recent one
has performed live. But my own is that. You see how ridiculous it sounds?
Yes.
That is the same way that particular session sounds. Because I remember not long ago, Shatta was on an interview with Kafuide.
Yes.
Did he really pay attention to that interview? If he did, he would not make such an assertion. You understand? If Shatta would want to talk about somebody, it is either the conversation is around the person or somebody has brought the person up.
Host
you understand? If the conversation is not about the person, he will not mention them.
Thank you.
If the conversation is not about these people, he will not mention them. It is as if, okay, we are talking about Ghanaian music, and the person hosting Shatta Wale ask about him and his colleagues, and here, in mentioning his colleagues, the person would want to bring in the matter of Stonebwoy and Sarkodie and all of those. The moment you bring them into the conversation, he is speaking to the conversation. He is speaking to whatever you are bringing out. So whatever he wants to say is what he will say. You get me?
Yeah.
Same way if he is on live and he's speaking to an issue. He's speaking to an issue and he brings them in. He doesn't bring them in because, okay, they are there and he wants to talk about them. He is speaking to a conversation.
Thank you.
And if I am speaking to a conversation and I need examples, definitely if there are people that I would want to use for people to understand it easily, definitely I will mention. If I am talking about top entertainment shows that have been making trends, like tackling matters of the industry and all of that, of course I can mention this platform.
Yes.
You understand? Because it has been part and it will not be out of place.
Yes.
Maybe so what people should rather concentrate on would be the context of which he was saying it. For Slim, well, now I think he's on a personal agenda to actually render Shatta Wale wrong. You understand? To give him a bad light. Me, since I understand where he's coming from, I am not so much bothered about some of the things that he's saying about Shatta Wale. You understand? Because that is he's trying his best to make sure that, okay, whatever, even if the guy does something right, how do we turn the conversation and make it wrong? This is a typical example is about this whole issue with Black Sherif when he made a comment about Black Sherif on that particular podcast. You understand? What he said and how the thing was translated to the public is what till date I begin to question the understanding of some people like Kudu Sheldon and Slim Dems. Because you see, the person said, oh, he was asked, what do you think about Black Sherif's fashion sense? He said, oh, I think they are trying for him. But some of his outfits, I don't get it. He was specific to the extent that in the same statement, he was specific. He said some twice. Even when Ifeodo pushed him to say, so are you trying to say Black Sherif don't know how to dress? He said, no, some. In that same conversation, Ifeodo even asked him, so what about Kim Promise? When he was talking about the Bula Bula outfit, he said, what about Kim Promise? He said, oh no, Kim Promise on, it fits him. It is in that same state. It is in that same moment. He says it fits him. Wow. You understand? So, but that Kim Promise side, nobody. And you see, when he said some of Black Sherif's outfits, I don't get it. Where is the crime here? Bro,
that's his opinion.
We are in this country where Osebo the Zara man started wearing kilts. So many of us did not get it. See, not long ago, the people, when he said, some of them, I don't get it, the translation was, Shatta Wale says, Black Sherif, no dressing. But these are two different things. For me to say some of it, I don't get. It is understandable, Charlie. All the shadows, somebody like Osebo, they wear with they get them. No, recently, when a picture of Black Sherif popped up, and he was wearing, is it some, I think 9 day abroad or so, they wear some big knicker, be then some kick, be like that. Go the Sheldon in platform, they made mockery of him because they didn't understand where that fashion was coming from. There was another picture where he was even wearing some mask, oxygen mask, and all of that, with some big boots. They made fun of him. So why would you? And this person is saying, I don't get it. Fashion is somebody's preference. It's what somebody would want to do. So you see, in that sense, I am not so surprised how Slim would want to render or twist whatever Shatta Wale is saying and make him look bad. Now the recent assertion has been he's bringing down his colleague artists, bringing them down how? If Shatta Wale says you go to, let's say, US to go and charge 5,000, and you go and you know that you don't charge 5,000 or you take 10,000 or 50,000. How does that particular statement affect whatever amount of money you are charging? When Shatta Wale says, oh, he encouraged some of his colleagues to be charging what they are due, it is not as if he goes to negotiate for them. He doesn't. Whatever you are doing is up to you. Have you ever seen so they go outside to go and perform, and people have their session. Oh, Shatta Wale doesn't respect those people. But you ever seen Jedouble Ambule complain about Shatta Wale's comment about people traveling outside to go and perform before? Have you ever seen Rocky Daouni complain about it? But no, but they travel more. So why would you want to take that? people would want to pitch people against him.
Yeah.
And when he runs certain comments, then it becomes,
They feel
okay,
offended.
he's talking about you, he's trying to bring you down. No, you don't do that.
Well, Long John was the same.
Let me also chip in this. The same Ghanaian, you see this Ghanaian music industry, usually when something is happening, they always want to equate it to the Nigerian music industry. Quite recently, we saw Wizkid on a Twitter rant, abusing Davido for going for a contract he actually denied. You understand? Now, if Wizkid, look at a whole Wizkid, international level, coming at Davido for going for a contract he denied. That was the Puma contract. Now, he attacking him. I don't think he's trying to diminish his personality or
bring
his
him down.
account. Yes.
Or bring him down.
It is show business, if you understand it. Because he also wants to stay, mind you, he has an album coming. Yeah. He has not had a hit song in close to how many years? Yeah. You understand? So it's only relevant if he also popped his note in that conversation, because he can't allow Davido to only win.
Look,
you understand?
Let me add this. Let me add this and wrap up. You see, Slim would want to say, oh, whatever words or whatever statement Shatta makes about some of his colleagues are not good, and he's running them down, he's doing this. See, you see some of the things that media people, the current media people, we say about artists. If that be what Shatta they talking, like by this time, you close the industry.
Just imagine Shatta Wale saying,
because, hold on.
He has a gang.
No, hold on.
Against another artist.
Because the kind of things some media people we tell artists, if that be what Shatta Wale they talk, like we die. I will use Slim as an example here. The kind of things DJ Slim sat on his platforms. He said he has millions of people watching him, millions of people following him. I respect that. But you see, the kind of things that he sat on his platform and said about Kwesiata in this country, telling the whole world the boy has stopped doing music. Whilst the boy has not said anything, the boy has not spoken to him, the boy has not, in fact, even that period, the boy was going through stuff. He nearly cried on live TV.
When he came to Ghana, he rushed from his house to come and apologize to the boy.
And you see, he thinks that even with that, unprovoked, the guy has not spoken to Slim, has not said anything to Slim, has not come out to, yet you sit on a platform and end the boy's career with your words, saying the boy has stopped. Do you know what it means to the boy? And you think that you just rushing to go, Charlie, I'm sorry. It's fine. Yet, you say Shatta Wale doesn't have the right to talk about somebody's fashion sense. But yet, you think you have the, you think you have the right to sit on your millions on following platform and somebody's career.
Roland, when is Shatta going to respond to you? Because
no.
Because
if Shatta responds,
you said when is Shatta going to respond to you? For that, me, I can't say whether it's.
But do you think Shatta should respond to you?
Never.
Look,
because it feels like.
No, on that note,
but he also says he doesn't want to.
No, on that note, me, I cannot say Shatta should respond or not, because the conversations that he is bringing up, he says he wants an intellectual discourse. He is not bringing intellectual conversations.
That's why Shatta is not responding.
So the thing is, at a point, he gives a posture of he wants to have an intellectual conversation, but then he saws it up with the other side. So now you don't know.
You can't tell
where he stands.
I get you now.
You understand? You can't tell where you cannot tell where he stands on the kind of conversation he wants us to have. Because if you come and tell, you sit on platform and ignorantly makes a statement, oh, he's released an album and the album is doing abysmal. When you tell me exactly
no data,
you tell me the numbers is not doing abysmal. The album is doing abysmal. Yet if you are pushed to the wall, what do you mean by the album is doing abysmal or the album is not? Then you come and tell me, oh, Yambo radio. So Meanwhile,
yes,
it is just some few people on radio that have personally, including you, have personally decided not to play his songs.
Yes.
Personally, you have decided not to play his songs. No problem. You are not playing. nobody is complaining. You see the people that you think you will not play Shatta Wale songs to. Unfortunately for you, and fortunately for Shatta Wale, they are listening to him.
Still
on the DSP.
They are listening to him on the DSP.
And he's making money.
And you see, he's seeing it.
Yes.
see the results.
Because over 30 million streams on a platform like Audiomack is no joke.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yes.
Spotify monthly listeners, top 10. He's in there. The people that you think you are putting them on rotation are not
in there.
You understand? So they just tickle themselves and laugh.
Yeah.
You tickle yourself and laugh. You've decided not to play the person. I've decided not to play Long John
So
song.
you think it's over?
Then I'll go and sit down and say they are not playing this. Who is not playing the song? I listen to other radio stations. I go to pubs. I go outside and I see. Not long ago, let me say big shout outs to some platform like Plus and DGN Guide Radio. You tune in and they are doing sessions, throwbacks, celebration of artists, and they are playing.
Exactly.
And you sit on your network, decide not to play.
And you think the career is over?
And you come and say which people are not playing. Look, when Ola Michael recently came out to say
He has lifted the ban.
He has lifted the ban. I was asking myself, Oga, which ban?
Who said I'm saying you lift up?
You see, I was asking myself, which ban? And you see, as ridiculous as it sounds again, nobody complain about
The ban.
the ban.
Because he didn't make any
No.
impact.
Oh, whether it did. Oh no. If you ask them, they will say it did. If you ask them, they will say it did. So let me just they are entitled to whatever they want to think and feel. It's allowed. But my own is that nobody complain about a ban.
Yes.
Nobody talk about any ban.
Yes.
Yet you now say you've lifted the ban.
All right.
See,
This industry.
it's plus and minus. We don't see any difference.
Well, honestly, this was just to be an intro, but it looks like you're taking most of our time on the show. But of course, we're about to go for our commercial break, our first break. But the likes of Saliman, I mean, saying that there's a caucus meeting against you guys, about 50-something people, because some of us asked who are the people in that caucus meeting. And for me, I even believe that if there was a caucus meeting, Saliman hasn't qualified to be there. Because what does he bring to the table? She doesn't bring anything to the table.
Hey, you don't know what she brings to the table, no. Unless you are part of the caucus meeting.
So yeah, I mean, you hear stories like this. Saliman and co say they have an agenda against Shatta Wale's career. Even when Shatta Wale has gone the extreme end to put something like a Accra Invasion project together to elevate young and upcoming artists, and they see it as diminishing. They try to rubbish it down. For you at the SM camp, and I mean for somebody who works with Shatta Wale, how do you guys respond to some of these allegations and these?
He says there are how many? 52
In Accra.
In Accra, and how many in
30.
Kumasi?
and 30 in Kumasi. Okay, that's fine. Unfortunately for them, I now understand why their efforts are not yielding results. Yes.
No, Accra.
Wow.
No, I now understand why their efforts no they yield results. Because if 52 people plus 13, it be how much? 65, eh? 65 people. Like 65 people in 2 regions. Oh, Charlie, come on. Come on. Like, Shatta Wale, in France, be how many?
Oh, Charlie.
So if 52 people say, 65 people say, okay, we no go listen this guy in song.
Oh, no go play.
But, Charlie, about thousands of millions of people, both in Ghana and abroad,
Charlie,
they are listening. Charlie, you go to London alone, and Daddy Lumba and Shatta Wale are the topmost artists that are being followed and patronized in London. Ghanaian artists patronized in London.
All right.
You understand? So if in that sense, about 65 people want to say they want to bring Shatta Wale down, I now understand why their effort is not yielding results. But you see, if you have a clean heart and you have a clean mind, nobody is saying Shatta Wale is without blemish or is without fault. He's human. But you see,
I agree with you on that.
If you have a clean heart and you have a clean mind, he will tell you that, Charlie, let's do what we have to do. Let's do what we can do. That is why he will go out of his way, even after releasing an album, to say, Charlie, I want to put these guys on. Let's do a crime invasion project. Let's put them on. There are some people, see, I have the privilege of speaking to some of the guys on the project one-on-one. And some of them were telling their stories of how they were on the brink of quitting music.
I think I saw it on your YouTube.
Yes. Some people were talking about how they almost gave up until that last. Somebody was actually was having an interview for a job.
Wow.
Yes, when the call came, Shatta says he wants to put you on a project. He was in an interview like when the call came. So you can imagine
the impact of this.
The impact and how divine some of these things are. So if on the physical, some people would want to go into caucus meetings, but me, it is not the person that this meeting is against that I am worried about. The person that the meeting is for is the one that me, if I be like I would fear.
Because if they fit do this to your brother.
No, it is not about if they fit do to your brother. See, the reason that Sally gave is a reason that it is not only Sally that has said this. Honorable Makoko Kumante said a similar thing.
Yes.
That Shatta doesn't respect the media, what. Ola Michael made the same assertion. Saliman has also said it. DJ Slim has said it. Like, we have so many people that share similar opinion. Okay. So if they say that, okay, because Shatta Wale doesn't quote and unquote respect them, that is why they want to sabotage him. For you. It means that the day Shatta Wale will make peace with them, that will be the end of you. So if you do a listening, if you form any gathering and you see them there coming to feast, eat, drink, you should be very scared that the people that are there are not there for because they love what you are doing, because they appreciate what you are doing, but because they want to do it to spite somebody.
Okay, I get you.
You understand?
I get you. All right, guys, let's go for a quick commercial break. When we come back, we wrap up the conversation here with Roland and Long John the Block.